Hey, this is Angela Murad at Amazing Kids AAC Consulting. Well, good news. The update that came out very early this morning for version 1.35.1 appears to have fixed the major problems caused by yesterday's update for this same AAC app. I'm using the full paid version of the app, and it's now known as TD Snap AAC Legacy. So I've updated the app, and the reason why I got lured into downloading yesterday's update was the promise of being able to play videos within TD Snap, a long-awaited thing we've requested for years and years. So I'm glad that it's fixed, and now we can take a look at how we do this. So I've updated my app, and I'm in where I want to add a video. I'm going to go into edit mode, and I'm on the button tab. And I'm going to do a comparison here of what this new option looks like compared to how I've used Boardmaker Activities to play videos. There are some differences. So this is going to link to a YouTube video. I'm going to delete, speak, or insert message. So that button action we don't need. I'm going to add the action of play YouTube video. And you can see I tapped on the star there to have that show up towards the top because I picture myself using that pretty frequently. Play YouTube video, and now you'll see you need a URL. So over in the YouTube app, you can grab the URL by copy link under that share, or if you're over in the Safari browser, you could copy the URL. I've tried both ways and they both seem to work. So I'm going to paste that in. And you can see here that there's options also to autoplay. I'm going to be leaving that turned off. I don't want, if I were using this for myself, I might want that, but for communication purposes and self-regulation purposes, we probably don't want it to autoplay to the next video. That could be problematic. You could end up who knows where. You can set a clip start and end time. The video that I'm linking to is something that I've already done the trimming down to just the portion that I wanted, and so I don't need to use that. But if you're using just a regular YouTube video out there, it does show that you can set the start and the end time. So you would need to know your times before entering here. All right, so I have the URL. Back, done. Okay, so you can see that.
Joy, I know you're in there.
I like that there's nice big accessible buttons down at the bottom.
Joy, I know you're in there.
And you can replay it. And fast forward, if you had a longer video, you have a fast forward and all of that. You can easily go out of that. So now I'm going to go in and edit the style a little bit. I've decided for me, like on Boardmaker buttons, I always use Cadet Blue as my background color, just so I know that that's what those are. And I've decided for me personally, I like this crimson red because that seems to match. Like that's what I think of when I think of YouTube. So that's how I'll know visually that button's linked to a YouTube video. And then I'm going to change my button label to white. Right now that label's pretty large, so I'm going to go in and tweak that. And I'm going to set it to bold. So that's what that looks like now. Done. Okay, so again, this one that's red that says Joy, I know you're in there. That's from Inside Out 2.
Joy, I know you're in there.
Okay, make sure you can't tap on anything. There's not a way to block those like playlist or video suggestions, but it shouldn't be tappable. And I shouldn't be able to share anything. So it is secured from what I can tell. If you wanted to play it again, you would hit the play button.
Joy, I know you're in there.
And then to close out, you do that. As a comparison, right to the right of it, you'll see where I've created a Boardmaker activity to play a video clip. And on this button, I've used recorded speech, and then it'll play just almost like a GIF version, a GIF version. I don't have any sound on this clip.
Seriously?
So that's the difference there. Now I'm going to go over and I'm going to see if I can get out of here. I'm going to go into airplane mode. That'll turn off my Wi-Fi. All right, so now let's see what happens in TD Snap now with those buttons. I need to go make sure in my Boardmaker Activities, video clips. Okay, see the little icon in the top left corner? That means that I had already downloaded those videos. So now I'm going to go back and
Seriously?
that one still plays. And let's see what happens on this one that's in red that I know I've linked to a YouTube video. Nope. YouTube requires an internet connection. Check your connection and try again. So that if you're going to be using it for communication and or self-regulation to spark joy, that's something to consider. If you're not in an area where you have a Wi-Fi connection, and most people don't buy iPads that come enabled to have their own access, they usually rely on being hooked up to Wi-Fi. So that could be potentially an issue, and when you might want to use something like this instead. I'll show you some other examples I have of those.
Ta-da! Absolutely outrageous!
So you can see the Boardmaker activities have a way to still play, whereas without an internet connection, this new option does not. I really hope at some point in the future, like I love that they've added this, don't get me wrong, I hope that they add, in addition to this, a way like we have in Go Talk Now and Go Talk Now Plus, where you can embed a video from the camera roll. That would be awesome, because Go Talk Now and Go Talk Now Plus by far, and you can do it on the free light version, the inexpensive start version of Go Talk Now, but you can't back up and share those versions. So anyway, Go Talk Now has by far the best handling of videos still at this point in time, because when you upload a video from your camera roll to a button, it fully embeds it in a way that no other app seems to have managed to do. It fully embeds it. It's there regardless of whether or not that video is still on your camera roll in the future. It knows what to do with that video regardless of whether or not you're backing up your photo and video camera roll area to iCloud. Until you remove that video, it stays there. And it's backed up and it's shared. And I'm planning on doing a blog post to kind of compare these various video options across AAC apps. A lot of folks talk about using Touch Chat with WordPower, but that app does not handle videos in that same way. Once the videos are out on the cloud, then the links break to them. So you just need to know the pros and cons of using different options. So at one point I had planned on taking my resource down about how to create these activities in Boardmaker, because it's kind of a pain to have to go do something separately, but there's actually still a reason to consider creating those so you have a dependable way to have videos, regardless of whether or not there's an outage on YouTube. The other risk on YouTube is that videos can get taken down. One way that I've helped to lessen the risk of that is on my personal YouTube channel. I have several short snippets of videos that I've saved as unlisted videos. And so I can go grab those links and use them in AAC apps. And it's less likely that those are going to be removed from YouTube or disappear at some point in the future. Anyway, so that's one way that I've worked towards that. But it's still not ideal. Again, I've experienced firsthand where I had patients who loved very specific videos and would request them during sessions, and there was a YouTube outage, like a long-lasting, widespread, worldwide YouTube outage, and those periodically happen. And it did not go well. They were very upset, very dysregulated by that. So that's been years ago, but I still notice periodically YouTube has outages, and so that's why I look for other ways that are more reliable than YouTube when possible. But back to TD Snap, I'm glad that we have options now, and I could see myself using both of these. The YouTube option is going to be a lot quicker, and you can do directly within the app. The option to create your own Boardmaker activities for both videos and visual scenes with hotspots, I'll still be doing that as well. You can see, let me go over to Home, Descriptors, Feelings. Here's an example of a visual scene with hotspots. So Daniel Tiger, if I tap on him.
When you feel so mad that you wanna roar, take a deep breath.
It plays that, or I can also
1, 2, 3, 4.
So right now there's still no way to create a visual scene with hotspots directly within TD Snap. So I'll definitely still be using Boardmaker Activities to create those. Anyway, I hope this helps. I'm going to go back over here and show you one more time in edit mode. The button action for this is called Play YouTube Video. And you just need to insert the URL.